Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at the gold market. So in recent probably 2 weeks was not very interesting in investigating on trading on the gold, mostly because actually the gold market, the whole October stands in the range of the September, and monthly chart it provides no additional information. As October stands in the inside month, the same we could say about the recent week, which also has become the inside week. And in the recent 2-3 weeks, you can see that the market is really scant of patterns, some trading stops on the intraday charts. The price action is mostly driven by just levels and trend, and that makes the decision-making process, well, a bit not comfortable. It's a bit tricky, and well, the interest on the gold market as a result was a bit lower than usual in the recent few weeks. At the same time, guys, in our fundamental research today, we have discovered a lot of interesting stuff as in relation to elections, as in relation to the real interest yields in the United States, as in relation to the political run that we have. So just give you a few hints, some moments. You could read all this stuff in research as usual. First of all, market anticipates that if Biden will win, it's possible that it will be the blue wave when the Democrats will control as the Senate and the Congress. In this case, major common view on the market that market will hit and challenge back the 2000 level. So it will be slightly higher, slightly lower, but our assessment in this case, we suppose that market could hit our 2160 target, which is actually the weekly butterfly 127 extension. In the case of the defeat of the Biden, in the long-term perspective, gold anyway will go in a positive territory just because the stimulus will be provided anyway, whether it will be Biden administration or it will be Trump administration, but in the moment of the reaction probably will be negative on this situation. And our weekly support stands around 17 even area. So that could provide a very good point for entry in long-term trend. How market prepares to different scenarios. The behavior of the different market contradicts to each other. So if you take a look at the recent COT report, you will see that investors buy lots of gold in this week, significantly increased the long positions. Hedgers have taken the huge positions against the gold growth, and open interest has risen significantly. It means that market stands in accumulation mode, preparation for our protection. That's the common view currently on the situation. At the same time, statistics shows that as the stock market doesn't show yet the significant drop, United States dollar doesn't show the big rally, it means that incumbent should win, because usually when incumbent defeat, the president that's right now takes part in the rally. If it will defeat, the stock market and dollar index should behave differently. But statistics shows that the victory of Donald Trump stands on the table as well. And this makes long-term decision making is very tricky currently on the gold. It's really difficult. So also, Goldman Sachs has released a report for clients where it has the positive view on the gold market and commodities in particular, suggesting the average price on the 2021 on the gold will be above the 2000 even area. But in the shorter term, they keep neutral view. So that's actually what we have on the table. there are lots of other interesting moments here, but that's some moments that could be important in the current moment. What does it mean? Well, it means that we can't take the long-term position immediately at the full size. So probably if you plan to take the long-term position on the gold, you should either take the conservative approach and wait for results of the elections, and in the case of the win of the Donald Trump, you could buy at the perfect price somewhere around 70 even area. Or, what seems more reasonable, you could buy some part before elections result, around 30% of your position, maybe even 50%, and just wait what will happen. In the case of the drop, you will take another part and your average price will be more or less acceptable. In the case of the rally, you will have at least some part of your position to take the profit on this part. Because a situation with the real interesting rates doesn't suggest that gold will start immediate long-term rally. It should, by the view on the interest rates, it should climb right back to the top, but the immediate upside potential is limited with this moment, because picture on the real interest rates suggests that they could start rising again once the second bottom will be formed. So the real interest rates is forming, well, potentially it could be a reversal pattern. So I will put the chart in the report so you could read about the interest rates as well. So all the stuff create really explosive and tricky picture around the gold market. What we have in the shorter term on the charts. First of all, we do not have anything on the daily. Recent price action within 3 weeks or even longer shows that gold market currently has no significant drivers that could let him to break through the confluence. Definitely it needs something stronger, maybe stimulus pack improvement, maybe even due to the elections result. But currently, with also different informations, market statistics, economics, some verbal interventions or something, it is not sufficient for a gold to lead them to the breakout of this level. This probably will last for the coming week as well. At the same time, the behavior of the investors and accumulation of the long position tells that they probably should not get market to drop back down to the 1850, 1830 area, and it's probably some purchasing will happen on the way down here. So the other way, other words speaking, the tendency that we have currently probably will hold through the coming week as well. Because we're suspicious look at the chance to get agreement with the stimulus. Probably this will be postponed. At least the high degree of the probability suggests that they will be postponed. We think that the Tuesday, Wednesdays will become the dead point for a stimulus discussion. If they will not be signed on the Tuesday or Wednesday, they will not be signed at all till the elections. So it will be only after elections. On the intraday charts, guys, recent pullback here, with this pullback, gold was not able to repeat the previous price behavior. But with the first pullback, it has returned back down, challenged the trend line, as you can see is now closing below it, which means that market still could show a bit deepest sell-off and return back to the 1880 area. That will be important level to keep an eye on, because here some patterns could be formed, and here probably investors again will step in to buy more gold in anticipation of the rally on Biden's victory. So that's approximately what we'll be looking for. Currently, guys, it seems that our task on the gold gradually is shifting from just simple trading on some patterns on intraday charts to look at the situation in the perspective of the election. So currently we need to identify the level that is more or less suitable for possible positioning for election results. So that's our primary task right now. From that standpoint, if you'll take a look at the hourly chart, that's the same minor ABCD pattern. So that's OP, the pullback that we discussed on Friday, but market wasn't able to hold here for a long time and collapsed again, where the selling down is all retracement, which means that here probably we could consider the XOP, and as I said, returning back to 1880 support, where theoretically maybe we will get some bullish patterns. That led us to take the position on elections result. So that's approximately what we intend to do on the gold market in the coming week.